Hello. Anyone out there doing a mini extreme stream? Just doing a mini extreme stream. Anyone out there? Okay. Get back to my chat. Hello. Hello, everybody. Someone mentioned I should do an afternoon extreme stream, and it's Friday at gate 6, which is usually pretty light, so I figured, hey, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just jump back on the horn, see what's going on for the people that can't ever seem to catch it live. Kind of a less extreme stream, kind of a moderate stream. Let's just do a medium stream. This will be the medium stream. How's that? Not so extreme, just kind of medium. Hello. There we go. Just change the name to the medium stream. Paul, how you doing? Hello, nice to meet you. Sai, hello. Cursed, there you go. Can't be mad at 7%. I'm not mad at 7%. Let's take a look. XRP, yep, bit of toppy action here. We kind of were anticipating this. Yeah, you know, Ripple's not going to be one you're going to get 300% in. It just has too much of a float. There's just too much float out there for this to really just jump that crazily. Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash really not doing a whole lot. Bitcoin Cash. I like Bitfinex, so let's stick to Bitfinex. Lots of volume on this downside here. Floating up on lighter volume. Not super healthy action. We've already pretty much crossed every low there could be. So this is a potential double bottom right here. This is why you never, or I should say unless you're very good, try to catch a double bottom like this. Or if you do, you know, if you want to become good at it, start trying to catch some and then go ahead and just make sure you sell before it drops lower. So that's looks like what Bitcoin Cash did here. And looks like let me move this up a little bit. Sorry guys, my computer's really laggy right now. Doing this at my desk. I'm XRP short. You know, Miguel, I'm not a big fan of shorting, especially for small moves like that. What's XRP at right now? 23. Yeah, it's only going to give you like 15%. I mean, it's hard to know exactly when it's going to do that. It could chop around for a long time. Could put you sideways. Could put you upside down. You can miss out on another move. It's really hard to say. Volume's low. Let me see here. Testing, testing. Yeah, a little low. I'll try to move it a little closer, but it may get kind of poppy. Just go ahead and turn your volume up a little bit. So, there you go. Alright, Neo. Let's take a look at Neo. So we talked a little bit about Neo doing a potential head and shoulders here. That's why this is the medium stream and not the extreme stream. So yeah, I just need to see if this becomes another shoulder or not. If we cross this high, it will negate the pattern. If we cross this trend line here, we're definitely into a head and shoulders. When I say it's a bad idea to use leverage on crypto like a CFD. Ooh, leverage is tough. Leverage is very tough. Leverage is going to get you to the point where you're going to have a lot of losses. So I would, not in this market. This is not a market to use leverage. I'm not seeing CFD here. Sorry, not seeing it there. So let's see what else you guys. XRP short of 20. Yeah, that's not a really good idea. Bitcoin Cash. Contracts for difference. Is that kind of like options? Is that what you mean? Let me do a little bit of search on that. I've heard of that, but haven't looked into it. Contract for. Kind of sounds like an option. eToro. Not familiar with eToro. Let me check it out. Okay, all stocks and bitcoins are traded as CFDs and are executed at the below listed times. Between yourself and a broker. This really just looks like an option. Kind of a basic option. So you've decided to invest 100 CFD on Apple stock. If the stock goes up by 10%, your contract would go up by 10%. So if you decide to close it at that point, you would gain $10. So you can be leveraged using these. It kind of seems like a lot of extra work for not a lot of extra gain, to be honest with you. I would just buy the original thing if you're not. This doesn't seem like a big. You're not going to get a big gain out of this. Plus, it's like a third party. Yeah, you really have to put your trust in this eToro thing. I'd just avoid it and play with the exchanges. You know what I mean? I'll just avoid it. Yeah, I mean, if you're thinking of shorting, okay, so you're thinking of shorting through eToro. Yeah, Miguel, but there's no real benefit to that. If you want to take a position, just take a position. They're making a percentage somewhere. Yeah, see, they're making the spread and you're paying that spread, so, you know, anyone trying to provide you a service like that is just looking for the spread. Kind of same thing with retail forex platforms as well. They're just looking to make the spread, and generally it's a loser's game trying to trade those retail forex places for the most part. Yeah, just try to find an exchange that'll let you short if you're interested in shorting. Shorting is a tough game. Like, say you wanted to short right here, you know. Say you shorted on the break of this right here, right? So you shorted here, boom, you short. It reverses. It reversed pretty quick, you know, within a couple hours. It never gave you another down move. So shorting is very difficult, very difficult. Like I said, we talked about trade slapping you in the face. Kind of the same thing with shorting. You know, you don't look for a short. A short should slap you in the face. A short should be like, this thing is just gonna fail, and there's no doubt about it. And so, bam, you would short. Like, let's go back up to Ethereum. So, like I said, I haven't really shorted, but a short that would slap me in the face would. right up here, this would be a pretty good short. This up here would be a pretty good short. Okay, and we were talking about these up here. If you guys remember the videos or go back, you don't want to short when it's apparent to everybody. You want to short when everyone's cautious about shorting. So you want to short at a very, it's kind of like buying a bottom, except you're selling a top. It's literally the exact same thing. So you don't want to short down here. You want to short if it's broken down then bounced up. You want to short at some high level, or right when it breaks down. But I mean, you won't short it here. You'll short it here, or you won't short it at all. I think Bitcoin 5,000. I think that'd be a tough short, to be honest with you. It looked like I was talking about this with a buddy yesterday. He didn't see a lot of topping action in Bitcoin 5,000. It was kind of a lack of buying. It was really lack of buying. It wasn't showing a definitive top. So let's get back here. So this is the Bitcoin 5,000 top, at least on Bitfinex. And like really right up here into the top, there really wasn't anything saying, hey, look, we're going to go down. What did it go down? 20%? It's like, hey, we're going to go down 20% today. Didn't really look like that. I mean, this first break, maybe the second break, but look, it just chopped right back around. I mean, this would have been your first really good, maybe this high, you would have maybe shorted this high. Maybe. I mean, maybe you would have finally gotten short down here, or maybe somewhere up in here, but yeah, 5,000 would have been tough. Yeah, there's always big evens. But you know, trading's difficult. It's not easy. Yeah, here's 4,000 was a big even. That didn't pan out very well. But yeah, 5,000 definitely is a bigger even. Yeah, shorting is generally a very difficult game to play. You really have to know your technical analysis to short very well. Ian, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the Medium stream. This is the Medium stream today, this afternoon. Hindsight's 20/20, buddy. All right, so let's take a look. Any little altcoins popping today? Okay. ADX, did that start moving? Up 7%. Not bad. Come on. Come on, charts. There we go. Okay. Coworkers are a little loud if you guys can hear that. Sorry about that. Pivx. Let's take a look at Pivx. Buy now or wait for a breakout at the 89. Let's see. Let me get to Bitcoin. I'm in USD. You're looking at a specific. Let me go back here to Bitcoin. Sorry about that. Let me zoom into the 15-minute chart. You're looking at an entry. We're kind of sitting at highs here. So it's looking pretty interesting here. You definitely could try to take a position here, but you do have to understand that since you haven't broken out, you definitely could get sold into. Let's get some perspective. So you have this supported 76. You've got, yeah, it looks like it definitely could run up here. I don't know if it's going to break out at all-time highs. Depends on what you want to trade. If you want to trade for it to go up here, I think could be a little interesting. Your better entry would have been probably off this double bottom somewhere like down here. That would have been a bit of a better entry. You're a little risky up here because you could drift down to this 80 level. Let's see what we end up with here. About 5% downside for a potential of 7% upside. So it's really not a good trade, not even really a 2-to-1 risk reward. It's not something I would want to put on the table. A little bit late to the party. I would kind of wait for it to break out, to be honest with you. Unless you see some really good volume coming in early. Yeah, unless you see some really good volume coming in early. XRP moving. We like Ripple moving. We like Ripple. Ripple dollar Bittrex. And just bouncing off of a low. Not really moving. Just bouncing off of a low. But that's good. We have a higher low in place here now in Ripple, which is good. Any higher low is a good higher low. Really. Any higher low is a good higher low. So good volume on this bottom bar right here. This would have been a great entry on this bar. Let me zoom in. Maybe it's a little hard for you guys to see that. So if you guys are looking at bottoms, look at that. That's a nice little bottoming bar right there. Look at that. Very nice green volume, kind of sitting all by itself at a low. So looks like when it broke down, the volume wasn't very high, and then we had a nice big green candle right there. With even if that was a red candle, I wouldn't be mad at that. And it could be green or red depending on how you have your chart set up. A rising wedge. Ripple in a rising wedge. Let's go to the 4-hour chart then. Or do you mean, yeah, what time frame, CB? So we have a symmetrical triangle here. Are you saying this could be a rising wedge? Yeah, that's a little far-fetched, I think. I don't think that's a rising wedge. If anything, it's just a channel. So I think there's about a 20-second delay in chat. So if I ask a question in chat, I'm trying to be timely with my response. Oh, so back on the 15. Now this isn't a rising wedge. So a rising wedge, I'm trying to think of the last time I saw one. I drew one out not too long ago. Joseph Young, a journal, wrote on Crypto News that China might be reopening exchanges near October 19th. Oh man. That is crazy. That is crazy. China just playing with us. So there's a bit of a wedge here, but it's not a rising wedge. This is going to be form of a symmetrical, kind of a bull flag pattern. Yeah, see, it's more of a bull flag, not really a rising wedge. So here's kind of a rising wedge. I mean, never really fully formed, but this I would consider more of a rising wedge. At least the first half of one. So that's a very poorly formed rising wedge, but this is really, you want to see a prior uptrend. You can see it on a downtrend, but in a downtrend it would definitely continue to the downside. But this is kind of more of a rising wedge. It really kind of looks like a 45-degree angle on the charts. Actually, Daniel, were you the guy calling for the afternoon stream on the chat there, or in a comment on the extreme stream, Daniel? Yeah, Trung, go ahead and post it. I'll take a look at it for sure. You should be able to post. Thanks, Daniel. All right. Let's check out Ripple on the 2-hour. XLM up 25%. Let's take a look at that. That could be fun. Nice volume here on the 2-hour chart. Let's zoom out. All right. Yeah, we talked about this one in the live stream. Yeah, Lumen's done for right now. See this large spike in volume here? There you go, Daniel. Hey, yeah, buddy, you know, the real trades smack you in the face. They don't, you know, you don't go hunting for them. They literally smack you in the face. So, but yeah, so this large spike on Lumen here just really negated this move. That's just a lot of selling. Now we can consolidate out of that volume bar just fine. Just kind of have to wait for that time to happen. Alright, see what else is going on down here in the trenches. Ooh, Aeon! I'd never placed a... Darn it. We were looking at this one. We were looking at this one. Son of a bitch. Okay. So 15 minute. Oh, this just happened. This just happened. Hold on, looking at Aeon here, Dan. Looks like this just happened in the past hour. Nice curl up. You know, hard to tell this change in behavior, but anytime you see curling like this, it's really nice. That's a big green candle that could signal the end of this move, unless it's just beginning. But that got up really quickly to this prior high, so that move probably is over with. Just trying to get a good gander on this chart. So we have a low here. Looks like that was... It didn't care about that low at all. Looks like it cares about this high a little bit. Man, this could be interesting. Alright, post it, Chung. Ethereum ascending triangle. Let's check it out. Let's check out an Ethereum ascending triangle. But this is an... People have been talking about Aeon the past couple of days. Very good action. Let's get some sideways action in Aeon, and then we can go ahead and maybe take something out of it. Ooh, Ethereum looks like it's holding above 300 finally. 303. Alright, you mentioned daily. Ascending triangle from September 18th. So I've got my larger triangle if you guys saw that video. So you mean here? Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of... doesn't look like much. I mean, yeah, I guess you could draw it, but it just doesn't look like much. I feel like it's too low in the pattern. Yeah, it could be something. I mean, we could drift up this way for a little while. It's kind of hard to say. XVG. Yeah, it's not a smack you in the face kind of trade. Yeah, we're looking for smack you in the face kind of trades here. Should change my channel to smack you in the face. November bouncing to 380. Could be. That'd be nice. I'd like it. Based on a tightening consolidation. Not sure if you can elaborate that or not. Troy, I never did see your link. Did you post it, buddy? Well, looks like a notification 10x tweeted something. See what 10x tweeted. I wonder if Pay is going to get a bounce out of this. I'm going to go. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me at Real Crypto Trade. I actually just retweeted a really good tweet by this guy named Dan Zanger, who is a phenomenal momentum trader. He trades in stocks, though. He is phenomenal. Makes me look like an idiot. And compared to him, I am an idiot. Anyway, check me out there at Real Crypto Trade. Just check out that tweet. Basically says that you can afford to have losers if your winners are 10 times bigger than your losers, which he's 100% right on, and he mentions things like that quite, all the time. All right, come on, what did 10x just tweet? Oh, read a 10x dev update. Who cares? Yeah, nothing happened in there. VTC run over. I didn't even really see one get started. I mean, I guess it did a couple of weeks ago. VTC. This is acting much better than it is by itself. Alright. I know about that, Daniel. We all have our weaknesses and strengths. So this is the daily. I don't think I was looking at the daily before. What time frame was I looking at? The problem with VTC is that it spikes up and then pulls back. It does that all the time. Spike up, pull back. Spike up. This was kind of a rounded over pullback, but it never went up. Spike up, pull back. Spike up, pull back. Spike up, spike up, spike up, spike up, spike up, spike up, spike up. So I kind of expected this to be faded at any given time. Looks like the pattern's still intact, although, I mean, hey, if you're patient and had this thing back since April, you're up 700%. So can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at up 700%. Aeon up 30%. Let's watch this thing go, guys. Aeon on the 1 day. Okay, let's get a little better perspective. 2 hours left in this day. So I think that could be a very misleading candle. Yeah, you know what? This reminds me a little bit of IOP. Let's show you IOP if you guys remember that breakout or not. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at IOP, and it's kind of what I'm seeing right there. Not the current IOP. No, I'm back when it was running. So right here, look at this right here. Check this out. This you may find interesting, guys. Maybe it does something like this. So see this little consolidation here? See, it had a huge run up, pull back, and then it had this nice pop right here. And then it popped here again, formed a high, and tested that level about 2 or 3 times, and then boom, you get a nice move out of that. So that was good for 50% in IOP. So let's go back to, was it BTC? Let's take a look at BTC again. No, which one was it? This isn't the right one. What the hell was I in? Okay. Is this the right one? Where's that chart? I literally just lost a chart. Oh, Aeon. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Losing my mind over here, guys. Haha, there we go. So not a lot of volume coming in. Nice volume right here. So I don't think this move is over at all. You know, every coin's going to behave a little bit differently. Every coin's going to do its own thing, but you know, if we take these two highs into account, we're sitting at this high again. If this breaks out, we're at $2. Look at that, 3%. That would get us 42% to $3. And then, yes, we could get a 40 to 50% move out of this at some point in time. I don't know if you buy it up here, though. It looks a little extended. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Yeah, we have this big volume spike right here, kind of topping us out a little bit. See what happens up here. You know, I will say this is one of those times where probably an RSI would be, if you're trying to trade extremes like this, an RSI probably would be something that would be useful. So let's pull up a relative strength. Not something I do often, but yeah, see on the 15-minute, we're way up here in extremes. Way up here in extremes on the RSI. Doesn't mean we stop, but just kind of looks like it. Yeah, so testing this high. Now we tested it over here. Wait for it to smooth out. Let's go to the 2-hour chart. Yeah, so you see the RSI can't always foretell the future. It's been, you know, it was oversold this entire run-up. Oversold the entire run-up, but typically when you have a move like this, it doesn't go straight back up. That's highly atypical. Doesn't mean it won't happen, just means it's atypical. Yeah, see the RSI doesn't tell you a whole lot kind of on this way down. Pushing up, 209. You guys aren't buying it, are you? Don't artificially pump this thing. I will definitely load into a good chart. I will not load into a first initial pop like this. Could be a recipe for trouble. Even if it spikes up, it could come right back down. You've seen that time and time again. Like here's a spike that comes right back down. Look at that volume 2 right here. That volume 2 on that red bar is pretty good. Kind of like this one. So it could pop up and come all the way back down, but just a little late in the party. Man, we're blowing past that high though. Going right past that high. Look at the volume. Let's go to the 1 minute. Actually not too bad right here on the 1 minute chart. Let's zoom out on the 1 minute chart. This could be interesting. On the 1 minute chart, doesn't look like it's done. I could be wrong about that. Doesn't look like it's done on the 1 minute chart. And it's going some more. Look at that nice volume coming in here on the 1 minute. Still not an oversold on the 1 minute. Up about 3% there. This is not looking bad here, guys. Oh, there you go. Bam. 38%, 36%, sorry. Man, very good action up here. Oh, there's some volume. There's some volume right there. It looks like it's not done up here. Was Ether moving 7% in the past 2 minutes? No, but it's up 3%. Not too bad. Is this you guys buying the crap out of Aeon here? Who's buying Aeon? Who's buying Aeon? Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's a duplicate. The new bar start? New bar started. Duplicated. That is some extreme volume right there. Beyond the 1 minute chart, we didn't look so oversold, and the volume was still good. Volume was still very healthy. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a drop. Anyone playing this one? Anybody playing Aeon at this point? They're really oversold here. Or overbought. Really overbought here. Another minute bar. Shorting the XRP. Yeah, I would be in a little. If you're in this, I wouldn't be in a lot up here. Could reverse at any time. Yeah, on the minute chart though, this is a nice base on the minute chart right here. This is really nice. And then, boom, we saw it go. So, yeah, I was a little late to that ball game looking at the 2-hour chart. Then we switched to the minute and said, oh yeah, this isn't bad at all. And then boom, it ramped up to 230, 210 to 230. Was that a 10% move in 3 minutes? Yeah, just about that. 10% move in 3 minutes. And now we're spiking back down. Get this large extreme volume in here. Yeah, this thing gets back towards 215 or so. Could be a decent buy. See if we get down to 215 if it gets there. Nice little pullback. Having too much fun looking at Aeon right now, Marin. Aeon right now is providing the entertainment. Look at this thing. We saw it right here, and we're like, oh, this maybe isn't this so bad. Then volume, then boom, boom, boom. So yeah, we looked at Ethereum a second ago. Yeah, see those getting some big candles up there. We're still holding up though. Oh, yeah, still 3%. Of 3% Ethereum. Let's go take a look at it. Why not? Oh wow, look at that. A whole $2 in a $300 coin. Let's go to the 15 minute. See what that says. Yep, let's keep going. I don't want to get sold into on this thing. Keep going. Keep going. Let's go back to Aeon, the entertainment for the moment. Looks like the whole market's getting a little bit of a bump here. Well, not the whole market, but a few things. Wow, look at that on the 15 minute. We were looking at it, what, right here? Right here on the 15 minute. And then we got another extreme volume spike up here. So we kind of blew past this top. Now we're testing up here. And I guess the next level to test is up here at 267. We just topped here at 230. And we tested and kind of blew through this 210 level. 210, 230, almost 270, 260, 270. Man, pretty good. Pretty good. Looks like Bitcoin is not joining in, only up 1%. Only up 1%. What's Ripple doing? Down 1%. Let's check out Ripple. Oh yeah, Ripple's rolling over a little bit. Oh, it's Monero. What am I always confuse Monero with Ripple. I don't know why, because it starts with an X. So Ripple still doesn't look too bad right here. Sorry, getting a text message here. Turned into the extreme stream. I'm still kind of medium stream here. I'm kind of in an open concept office, so I can't be too loud. It's like, welcome to the medium stream today at Real Crypto. We're just gonna sit here and watch stuff happen. Extreme stream. Yeah. Aeon still going up? Man. Let's go back to Aeon. Regularly scheduled. Holy shit program. Jeez. Holding on to that one there, Daniel. Let's go check out the 1 minute and see what kind of volume popped in there. Nice consolidation. Another 10 cents. What do you mean 24-hour volume, Paul? So where to sell here is the key. Get 2 big volume pops. So it looks like it didn't go up quite as 10, 1 bar, 1 bar, 1 bar. Look at this volume on the downside here. Still isn't horrible to the downside, though. We did pull all the way back. We didn't quite pull all the way back here. We only pulled out about a little under halfway. Here we've already pulled back out to this prior breakout point, so it looks like we're getting a little weaker. If you get up to 240, maybe you take it. Maybe bounce up to somewhere up in here. Maybe you take your profit. Oh, there you go. That could be pretty good for profit taking. Volume still doesn't look bad though. Still not bad. Still not bad. What you should do is set yourself up a trailing stop, Daniel. You should have, like, say you got in here at 210. If you want to give it a lot of room, you can give your stop at 220, maybe 220, 227-ish, maybe. If you want to give it a trailing stop, 227, and if it breaks out of here, you move your stop up to kind of half of this move, so the 237 area. Oh, there you go. Nice little pop up. Look at that volume. Pretty good. Move your stop up. Move your stop up. 235-ish, maybe. Just keep moving that stop up until... Keep going. Man, now I wish I was in this thing. 210, we'd have had that's a 20% move already. Alright, keep moving that stop up. Keep moving that stop up. Maybe move it up to this 240. Move it up to this 240. It's like Ethereum's going up a little bit too, 304.22. Pretty good. Lots of volume up here. Notice there's a lot of volume and it's not really jumping. There's a lot of selling up here. So I would definitely keep that stop up. Well, these are all pump and dump coins, right? I mean, cryptos are all pump and dump, to be quite honest with you. Really, to be honest with you, they're all pump and dumps. But getting a lot of volume here with not a lot of price movement upside, you need to move your stop up. Maybe do a stop loss here at 240. But that's the best thing you can do in these situations, is just keep a trailing stop. Yeah, see, we've paused here. There you go. Bam. Yep, I'd be taking that up here. I'd be taking that up here. That looks pretty toppy to me. I mean, come on, for a 10-minute trade, if you're up 20%, not gonna be mad at that. You know, so when you have a situation like this, and you want to give something a trailing stop, you just need to figure out how much room you really want to give it. Do you want to keep it super tight? Because see, this upward movement is very constructive. So here's a pretty nice base. You buy off of this at 210, pops up, you get a consolidation, pops up, you get a notice how this bar is about the same size as this. It takes up basically a full 10-cent block, maybe a little bit more, but then it comes back and touches the prior high where here it did not, so it's losing a little bit of momentum. So you see here there's a nice gap between the 210, 220, and then you got 220, 230, and then you have another solid block between 230, 240. There's no gap here, and then now you're not even quite getting that same 10 cents. Not to say it can't keep going up, but it's just, you know, you just kind of have to. Never done a trade under 5 minutes. Yeah, you can't be mad at that trade even if this thing continues higher. It's just, you just have to figure out how much room you're going to give it, you know. Man, this thing looks super bullish up here. In all honesty, you don't see this a ton in the stock market. Things just moving like this up freaking 10, 20, 30%. I don't do a lot of penny stock trading, but I know some guys that do. And they'll just take their profit off the table because you just have no idea when this thing's gonna top. You have no idea when this thing's gonna top. But still looking pretty good. Maybe we get another little pop up, but it's looking like it's feeling the momentum. Looks like it's drying up a little bit here, but yeah, still looking pretty good. Good job, Daniel. Good job, buddy. What was your percentage on that one? Oh, there we go. Bam. Man, crazy. And right back in. What's your percentage, Daniel? Everyone give Daniel a round of applause. Everyone in the chat right now, give Daniel a round of applause. Good job. Good trade. Very nice, very nice. Dude, that's cool. That was really good. What a crazy move. Still going. Fantastic. Let's do maybe some measured moves. I mean, try to figure out, so if we go from here to here, what if we get a measured move out of this thing? It's like about 4 blocks. Then we going up here. Yeah, right there, that 250 level. Kind of a measured move, not really though. XRP, back when I had that massive, massive run. 6%? Okay, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Pretty good. Let's go to the 15-minute chart, see where we're at long term. Holy crap, that's insane. I will say that is not my strong suit, is buying on those first initial pops like that. That's really good. Check out the 2-hour chart. Wow. Man, all the way back up here to the past that 250 high. So you are witnessing an anomaly right now, folks. This is definitely an anomaly. I mean, crypto's anomalies happen once every week or so, right? These happen once every week or so. But generally, these types of moves just are very rare. What's our percentage right now? We gotta be up like freaking 60%. 70%. There we go. Aeon, 70% move. Wow. Yeah, you know what? You can't be mad at that, Daniel. You can't be mad at that. Yeah, this is crazy. At some point, this is going to get sold into very hard. Wow, that is crazy. Wow, even more volume up here. This is very strong. Look at that. Oh, is that that is an ascending base, actually, folks. I misread that. Wow. That's actually an ascending base. You don't see that very often in cryptocurrencies. You don't even see it very often in stocks. You're in now, Pierre? That means the top's in now. The top's in. Yeah, just expect a loss. Here's a little bit more selling without further price progress upwards. A little bit. Let's see where this volume bar ends up. Oh, look at that. Selling. Bam. Selling. Bam. Now it's a red bar. Ooh. Put a sell order in. If you want that PR, put a sell order in somewhere. It's pretty toppy. I don't know where you got in at, but it's like 280 could be our top here. Yeah, I'll definitely explain the ascending base. It's pretty rare. It's kind of a weird base. It's a very strange base, to be honest with you. I kind of understand the fundamentals behind it, but it's just a little weird. Order book? I don't know if I can get order book inside of Aeon, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't think I can. Or inside of TradingView. Ooh, any point's good for a bounce. Well, what you're going to look for is you're going to look for some higher volume. That's a tough one. Let's go to the 15-minute. It's just up so far, so fast that it may just have it could do anything, guys. That's a tough one. Like I said, this isn't my forte doing this kind of immediate trading. I like to trade for trends, but as you can see, that the methods that work in swing trading work in day trading like this as well. They're kind of ubiquitous. So yeah, definitely a top put in right here. We were a little bit early, but hey, you know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. At least you didn't take this one overnight, right? So, you know, it may bounce over here at the 240 level. Okay, so let's look at the ascending base. You mentioned doing the ascending base. So, hold on a second, everyone. Please hold on. Alright guys, thanks. Yeah, I said I'd be back in a minute. I had a couple of texts I had to attend to that needed my full attention. Me and my fiance are actually getting married in June 23rd, so we're just kind of going over some plans. So, okay, so nice base forming here in Aeon. Actually, if you look at Aeon USD, it bounced right off that 40 cent level. 140 I was talking about, or 240, whatever it is. 240 I was talking about. It looks like it's gonna eclipse that here shortly. So, I got a buddy that works at Barrett Jackson that's sending me pictures of wow, F40s. Nice. Yeah, could be putting in a really nice base here, guys. Wait for. Yes, maybe it gets down to this this 48 level. This prior base, that would be awesome. If it hangs way up here, that is very, very bullish behavior. Don't know if it's gonna do that, but yeah, it's just a typical cryptocurrency top happening right here. Like I said before, you could get some big peaks, especially with the cryptos. They like to just run up and fail immediately. Man, this thing went up. Let's go see where we finally topped out at. This is definitely an anomaly, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that volume. That is crazy. We've seen volume like that in the past only a number of times. This first initial pop, look what happened. Just kind of floundered down for around the 2 hours, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 hours before we finally curled up and went higher. So maybe we get something like that now. Just got to be patient with it here. You know, don't jump in. No fear of missing out. None of that kind of stuff. Just good good charting, preferably. All right, so here we have a large spike. Here we have a large spike. Man, this one just continued. Look at that. Look at these two. These things just continued, but they were kind of off after the start of a run. This is off of a bottom, so it's a bit of a different type of behavior. It's tough to call. Get over analysis paralysis happening here shortly. I mean, look at that. Look at that relative strength. Just went from 40 to 80. Insane. Insane. Sorry guys, do another one of those messages real quick. There you go. How do you tell your fiance to lose some weight before the wedding? In an emoji. Alright, that's how you do it. Okay. Let's go back to the 15-minute. This is just crazy on Aeon right here. Wow. I love charts, and these are just fun. Look at that. That is healthy action right there. That's actually some pretty healthy action. That's some pretty healthy action. I'm actually not even mad at this chart anymore. Little light volume float up to the upside. Man, could go for more. Could go, but yeah, this is crazy. 75% now. 75%. Can't jump in something that's up 75%. I mean, the odds of that going for more are 5%. 5% of the time. maybe it goes up more than that after it's topped. See some nice topping action, maybe 5%. Crazy. No, don't get in. So this is the thing. When you want to get in at a high like this, you need to understand that that's the fear of missing out, therefore you can't get in. Does that make sense? You have to understand your emotions. And the second I said that, I knew that this thing was done. You know, you have to use those emotions, even if in a counterintuitive way. So, just nice though, very nice, very nice. Oh, yeah. I'm just not set up to trade right now. Wish I was set up when we were talking about it back down here, guys. Oh well. 20 to 70%. Let's look at something that's moving up $1. Ethereum. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. Oh, did we finally get over all that chop right there? Yeah, look at that. We're finally over all this chop. That concerned me a little bit right here. Yeah, that little top right there concerned me. We did. Yeah, see a little bit of increased volume right there with these tops. Yeah, if we can break over this 305 right here, if we can definitively break over this 305 and get over this high, that's going to be good. That's going to be pretty good. This is kind of a little cup with a handle. I'd like this to break out. So 1 hour left in a 2-hour chart. The volume isn't very good. Still kind of benign. It's probably not going to end up much higher than these levels here, unfortunately. But if we can continue higher, maybe that'll push us up into the 307.50, 308 level. That'd be nice. Canis, I did not look at DMD. We were watching Aeon run from 28 to 75% up on the day, buddy. That's what we were doing. That's how we roll here in the medium stream. Or should we call it the measured? You have extreme stream, so like the very well measured stream. I don't know. Why am I going down to the 15-minute? That was dumb. Man, we've been streaming for an hour so far. This is crazy. Yeah, so Diamond just leveling down. Just let it be. Just want to watch Ethereum. Qtum. Let's look at Qtum. Yeah, it's stuck in that consolidation. It needs to do something. I mean, I'm assuming that swap happened. It's already the day after it was supposed to happen, so woohoo, we all own Qtum now. Definitely has a flag in place, some type of a symmetrical triangle. It just needs to do something out of it. So the inverted head and shoulders didn't quite pan out. And actually, if you remember, Aeon was a smack in the face trade, Daniel. Hey, buddy. You know what? There you go. Okay, Armit IOP, is it doing something? Is IOP actually doing something? IOP, it's down 5%. Yeah, see, it's not doing anything. Just, you know, volume's very, very flat in IOP. We just gotta have to wait for it. I may reset my alert. I have it way up here over 550. I may reset it back down here at $5 just to try to catch a little bit of early move if it does decide to do something. But yeah, it's not doing much. You're in Aeon. I would get out of Aeon as soon as humanly possible. AEON. I'm not trying to get you guys in trouble, trying to keep you guys out of trouble. So you've had an extreme move like that. We've had topping action. 5199. Okay, so you're at least a little profitable. That's good. Yeah. You need to pick a point that you're going to get out, and then get out. So 5199 you said, so down here. You know, you have a pretty decent profit. Honestly, I would just lock it in. It could come down and retrace most of your move. You're up 13%. Yeah, it could it's hard to say where it's going to stop. I mean, if this is the bottom, then obviously you're fine. But it's hard to know exactly if that is the bottom. It's very difficult. And yeah, as you can see now, we just broke that little low, so I would definitely consider getting out. It's topped at this moment in time. It's topped at this, and see the volume's gone. See how the volume's much lower, and see it's just spiking. It's going to take all that profit away from most of it at least. I would definitely get out. Yeah, Daniel already said sell now. I should have sold when he said sell now. Thank you, Ramon, for the Qtum update. Appreciate that. All right. Ethereum back down at 304, breaking down from that 305 level. Not my favorite thing. Wow, IOTA down below 50 cents again. That's not good. Not good for IOTA. What's NEO up to? 33. Let's take a look at some NEO. Oh, Aeon had a little bit of spike volume right there. That's pretty interesting. 2 hours on NEO here. Yep, that's hanging out. Alright guys, I'm going to bail out on the medium stream here. I need to get ready, a couple things done for work. I need to get ready to go for the day. So, Daniel, I think it was you that mentioned in a comment that I should do an afternoon stream. So I actually did based on your comment. So thank you for suggesting that. It was a lot of fun. I probably wouldn't have seen Aeon if I wasn't sitting here. So I appreciate that. And alright guys, today's Friday. I tend not to do streaming on weekends. It's kind of difficult with my schedule at home with the kids and everything. We'll see if I can, but it'll be spur of the moment. I can't give you a definitive time. Other than that, I will see you guys later. Have a good one.